Hello, welcome back to my Victory is Life Let's Play. Last time we done the Jemadar tutorial where they intervened in a Herc invasion of Bajor. And well, so far it revealed that the reason why is because the Herc is actually attacking the Gamma Quadrant hard. And the Dominion is stretched thin, so Odo went to the Alpha Quadrant to seek allies. And of course, between missions, I actually tried to upgrade my stuff to get better gear and also I did a few Emeraldi and Dot missions and actually already got all the way up to 64, nearly almost to the cap that quickly. Definitely a much better grind when compared to Delta Rising. Anyhow, it's time to hail the next. Give me a little gas now. It's time to go on the next episode. Storm clouds gather.
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with us to discuss the return of the Herc and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, they've agreed to host the summit at Deep Space Nine. I'm not surprised. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory. Meet with me at DS9 prior to the beginning of the summit. I'd like to discuss our options.
And with... Hey, accept.
If you'll excuse me.
Now let's go to Deep Space Nine and actually they redone both the exterior and interior design of Deep Space Nine to make it more reminiscent of the classic TV series. Time to begin. Entered the Therinal spell first. I'm reading several civilian vessels on sensor, in addition to the flagship of the summit attendees. The station is still damaged from the recent attack, but it appears that the critical system repairs are complete. The damage control team must be working double shift. Indeed. Helm, take us to the station.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help, badly.
Tell the Ambassador that any Jem'Hadar aggression will be met with deadly force.
Approach Deep Space Nine and pretty much major government powers.
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates.
Okay, she sounds strangely digital and even toned. Did they use some kind of text-to-voice program to do her lines? Yeah, but see, it also appears that Deep Space Nine is recovering from the recent Herc attack, as well as refugees from the Gamma Quadrant. are going through the wormhole. And also going to hold like a summit of like several major government powers, because based on the recent attack, the Herc are like a threat to them. The majority of them, like.
Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Away team will be standing by while you attend the summit first. Are you transport ready? Beam over. Well, actually, someone came up. I'm probably going to like edit this out. 1 second.
At the station.
Okay, I'm back. I just got a call from work, and there might be a change in my work schedule and all, but anyhow, let's get back on with the show. And okay, apparently I'm supposed to dock it. I'm going to be more at Deep Space Nine and meet up with Captain Nog, played by Jesse Eisenberg. I know there's some people who say that Nog is kind of like the Deep Space Nine version of Wesley Crusher, but well, from what I've seen so far, compared to Will Wheaton, he seems to be like the actor himself seems to be like a pretty much down to earth, likable person. So that's beam over.
Hello! I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Very well, Captain. They generally do make Friendly look very small. Basically, I'm supposed to meet with several political leaders. I guess I'll meet up with my own Odo.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Talk to Ambassador Odo.
It's important to win the hearts and minds here. Many of the summit attendees, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be our problem and our problem alone. It's up to us to convince them otherwise. If we don't stand together, the Herc will ravage every civilization, one by one, throughout the galaxy.
As you command, Founder. You guys see this does actually almost look like they just took it right from the series.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Let's speak to Admiral Quinn.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, especially the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with your people. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood. Now let's...
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
Now let's speak to the Romulan Republic.
This summit may be difficult. While the Federation will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and your people, or the Herc for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. The Herc are a threat no one can ignore, regardless of what quadrant their home lies in.
Understood, Proconsul. Like, it's clear that the Romulans, like, see the Herc as a threat just as much as anyone. So... I talked to the many refugees.
Nice to see some fighters around here. You're here to fight the Herc, aren't you? Someone has to, before they eat everything in existence. Some of the other Gamma refugees will moan and groan about this part of space, but I like the Alpha Quadrant. The Bajorans are processing iridium ore here again, and there's good, honest work for people willing to do it, like me.
Continue?
Most of the Bajorans won't go near the processing areas. Too many bad memories about how the Cardassians ran them, I guess. That's good and well. Just means more work for me. Considering what I hear lately, I may not have a home to go back to in the Dominion, so I might as well make the most of things here, yeah?
The Founders will prevail. I see, like... Hey, there's actually a lot of, like, refugees from the Gamma.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
You know, like, see, like, from what I've seen, like, the Klingon position is that the Herc are their ancient enemies, but so are the Jem'Hadar. So they view that that's not their war. That pretty much they like, well, Jempok does view like let their enemies kill each other off, but of course, like, there's actually those, like, Martok, who, oh, spoiler, turned out to be alive all this time, strongly disagrees. Talk to Jempok.
I would not hope for aid from the Empire, Jem'Hadar. Most of the High Council see the Herc purely as a Dominion problem. There are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it, but they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for our allies, should they side with you.
Understood, Chancellor.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Herc launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well, Captain. Like, see, like, this, like, speak to the Alpha Quadrant. Or is it? No, like, no, there's more dialogue, actually. I was once called Rodak, son of Lograd. It was a name given to me protocol has been restored. The House mode will also be restored by Jim. Once again, stands proudly on the
Something on your mind? I'm not fond of being gaped at like a dumbstruck targ.
Oh, you got... they gave you a voice actor, so...
I have many names. At the moment, I am Commander Adetpa, First Officer of the Corps. In another life, I was Agent Kib of Klingon Intelligence. More recently, I was known as the Witch of Nimbus 3. I'm rather fond of that last one. It made children wail and grown men soil themselves.
Interesting. Oh yeah, like she was actually in like some kind of like featured in a story blog trying to explain how Martok survived. I guess it's good that they actually like implement all these like outside those stories into the main game. So interesting.
Look now! Can't you see I'm busy?
Watch your tone.
Or what exactly? You do not frighten me, and I can think of a dozen ways to kill you with my bare hands. If you're lucky, I'll use one of the 3 that are quick and relatively painless. Buzz away now, globfly. Perhaps you can impress old Martok with your growls.
Okay, kill me with your bare hands? Like, you're probably like the smallest Klingon here, like... Perhaps I can.
Look now!
Never mind.
Looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Oh yeah, let's go speak with Garrick. Voiced by Andrew Robinson. Okay, talk to Counselor Liam Garrick.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Herc problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly.
Continue.
Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Herc. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. There's no love for the Dominion on Cardassia, but we know that we're next if you fall to the Herc. And so, we're ready to be good neighbors.
This used to be your store?
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Ditapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Herc. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
We go where we need it.
Will there be anything else?
Nothing else. Yeah, like he's a tailor who's actually used to be like a obscene order agent, and who, well, who is at best have an extreme and by the means mentality. So.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Okay, let's speak to Grand Nagus Rom, who was played by Max Gordendick. Okay, I cannot. Okay, I'm like looking up the name, the cast list on my phone, and okay, his name is definitely the most hardest to pronounce. I also use it with like Lita as well as Well, the Hollow lead, Oh, and there's Park right here. And I kind of see how he grew to become like the immediate brother to Grand, and then became Grand Nagus, like Grand Nagus from.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
How did you convince your people to join?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the board of liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That seems appropriate where the Hercs are concerned.
Did you have another question?
Not at the moment, no. Actually, this is like a pretty good like reconstruction of Park's bar. Let's talk to like Kai Kara.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
You know what she? Okay. And Kai Karen, played by Nana Visitor.
Hello there. I'm a little surprised to see a Jemadar here. I figured Odo would have come himself to find out where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. If you fall, the Herc will come here, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop them, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
That is correct. Our fight is yours as well.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
Well, I guess some people would probably take that as maybe just maybe dreams or hallucinations, illusions, until you realize that actually the prophets are real and can be confirmed. So yeah, interesting about Deep Space Nine is that they do talk about the nuances of religion. Of course, even though some people say that Gene Roddenberry is anti-religious, and you do see examples in some of his other works, other parts, he seems to take more of an agnostic stance. Even back in TOS with the episode, Who Mourned for an Adonis, kind of saying that maybe ancient peoples have pretty good reasons to believe in gods. But, and I guess in Deep Space Nine, they kind of maybe expanded on that idea. What are your duties, Kai? As Kai?
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Hurk. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge.
No doubt.
Something else on your mind?
At the moment.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood. So... oh, we get to meet up with other returning DS9 cast members now. Well, let's talk to Quark, played by Armin Shimmerman. He's kind of like the perfect example of a Ferengi.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite? Dabo? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hurk, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead.
Yeah, but the question is, like, will death come to you whether or not you find it?
If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hurk and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tulaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
I heard you own a moon now.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hurk trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tulaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
Like, just an interesting thing, like, is there, can they cultivate Tulaberries on other planets? Like, have, like, a farm? Like, maybe get some Tulaberry seeds and maybe grow them in, like, Chile or something? Or, anyhow, like, assuming the Hurk don't eat all the Tulaberries.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now. Oh, and also we can talk let's talk to Leah, played by Chase Masterson. The actual one, not the hollow one.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here.
Continue.
My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point.
Continue.
Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Oh. Mirror vision? Oh yeah, like another spoiler, and you actually deal with like the mirror version of Lita, who is also the captain of the Enterprise.
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or rule number 74, knowledge equals plot.
Was there something else?
No thanks. Actually, you know what, if I want, I could get my own Hollow Lita, bridge officer, so... And now let's meet up with Dr. Julian Bashir, played by Alexander Siddig. Sick bay end. Oh, he aged quickly, like maybe I guess like years of British television can do it to you. Do that to you.
Ah, hello there. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently recommissioned Starfleet officer at your service. Can't say I was expecting to see a Jem Hadar here today. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Herc. The station took quite a beating. Worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more.
Continue.
The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Herc dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Actually, like, this kind of make me thinking, like, could this be like some kind of like metaphor for the migrant crisis? Like, because I'm thinking like the reason, like I guess one of the major reasons why the European migrant crisis is happening because, well, overall the Middle East is like a shithole that's in constant war, so it's kind of understandable that people want to get out. However, like there is actually some other problems with that as well, like some like things about like that could maybe like problems with assimilation or cultures not being compatible, as well as maybe just simply a increase of population overall. Like there is like there is like a comfort reason that I'm thinking. I wonder if there's one of the future missions will actually kind of be like talking about that in more detail. Like, recently recommissioned. You left Starfleet?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
An ideal outcome, but unlikely.
Something on your mind?
Nothing now.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
Let's speak to the refugees. Like, talk to the Karaman refugees.
Are you surprised seeing Karemans here on a Federation station? That's how bad it is back home. We had to come to the Federation to find safe haven. There's nothing for us in the Dominion. Not anymore. That's right. Your gods abandoned us to the Herc and left us to fend for ourselves when the invasion got rough. It's no wonder there's talk about rebellion on Karema, and many other worlds besides.
That sounds like foreshadowing something. Continue.
And now, here you are, just like us, asking the Alliance for help. Don't be surprised if they refuse. People here still remember the war and what you, Jem'Hadar, did to this quadrant. You ask me? It'd be justice if they turned their backs on you, just like you did to us.
Trust the founders, they'll help us. Yeah, like, see, you can kind of like see how bad the situation is. Gamma quadrant. And let's find the other refugees. Yeah, I think like maybe like some kind of like Gamma Quadrant rebellion is definitely that definitely sounds like it's foreshadowing there. Like, let's speak to this group of Gamma refugees.
A Jem'Hadar? Here? Where were you when we needed you most? When the Herc came, we sent distress calls, but no Jem'Hadar came. The Founders didn't save us. Only a few of us managed to get away on ships before the Herc closed in.
Continue.
Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. Their stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Herc came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If our old gods won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
Turning away from the founders, not once.
The summit will begin soon. First, transmit your report to me for review.
Summit report.
The Federation and Klingon positions were predictable. I'm surprised the others aren't sitting it out, particularly the Ferengi. They're usually more interested in saving their own skins, after all. Interesting that Dominion citizens are traveling here for safety. We'll have to do something to assist Starfleet and the Bajorans on this. That's all for now. First, report to me in the conference room when you arrive.
It will be so, Founder. Okay, let's go to the conference room. Now let's check with your faction leader. Talk to Ambassador Odo.
What a surprise. Everyone's here and no one started shooting. Quite a commendable level of restraint. See if you can keep it that way. Take a moment to get settled, speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Yes, Founder. So I guess we can speak with other attendees and we can talk to Wei-Yun.
Ah, the newly appointed first. I'm glad we had a moment to talk before the summit begins. Your report on the other attendees and their positions was appreciated by myself as well as the Founder. I hope you realize the distinct honor that has been bestowed upon you. To speak directly to a god is a privilege, one seldom offered to a Jem'Hadar. I trust you will not abuse it.
I live to serve the Founders.
I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the Olt sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now.
Does it involve your vision?
I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
It is the Founder's will. I will go. Yeah, I believe that's actually foreshadowing the next episode. Talk to Captain Kumarek. Oh, yeah, she is another spoiler here. She's a representative of a new race that the Alliance made first contact with, and so okay, let's cut to Captain Kumarek.
Hello. I have high hopes for this summit. Many worlds in this quadrant have been attacked by the Herc, including my own. We must all realize that without the Dominion, the Herc will wreak havoc throughout all quadrants, and we will all suffer.
Indeed.
I can't help but think that there's a path to a peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Perhaps there is. And we can speak to General Martok, the Klingon who wants to go fight with the Herc.
I envy you, Jem'Hadar. You have had the honor of fighting the Herc to defend your home as a warrior born. Jem'Pak is not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Herc, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls.
Definitely you're a traditional Klingon. But then again, is it really a traditional Klingon? Because they simply change, they redesigned them a lot, both in style, looks, and their culture, so...
Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Herc. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kahless and the Empire!
As you say, Quapla.
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss.
Continue.
Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc. Reading Herc boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
Get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Herc trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
It will be done, Founder. Okay, so the Herc just crashed the summit. Actually, this kind of reminds me of a feature episode mission. Kind of interesting how like history repeats itself. So, turbolift to ore processing. And I got my bridge crew here, so. Okay, those are some scary bugs, like.
security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Acknowledge, Captain. Okay, time to shroud and... Okay, there should be a way to actually command your other bridge option to shroud, but... Recalibrate the shields.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Herc have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Understood.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Very well. Rotate pipe. And extend the walkway.
almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Knowledge.
The safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Herc life signs in your area. They're converging on your position. I need you to defend that section from the Herc until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
We're coming in for a battle. Respawn. That did it. The Herc won't be getting in any time soon. Damage control teams are on their way. Very good. First, DS9 Command requested the aid of all available ships in the sector. The station and a number of civilians are under heavy attack. We need you back on the bridge. Transport are standing by. We're ready to bring you back to the ship. Beam out. Now let's try out some of the...
The Herc are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First, Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
As your command.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
the background music is reminiscent of
there's bad news. We're picking up Herc vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
Prepared to engage. Okay, waiting for respawn.
Don't let the frigate swarms get behind you.
Okay, look like got T69 back online. They really make the Herc tough. Okay, that was my fault. I got too close to a one.
The last of them. We're not picking up any Herc ships on long-range sensors, for now at least. Hopefully it's clear to the Alliance that the Dominion is prepared to work with them to stop the enemy. Let's hope they're ready to do the right thing.
Continue.
In the meantime, my fleet will do what it can to keep the Herc on our side of the wormhole. Remain vigilant. I will have new orders for you soon. Remember, victory is life.
Victory is life. Glory to the Founders.
Pay close attention, recruit. I will only speak of this once. The severity of the Herc's attacks was surprising, but we should have been prepared. This is not the first time we have been forced to deal with them after all.
Continue.
For the first time, we require allies. We must make it clear to the Alliance that the Herc threat is real. It could destroy us all. You're going to be tested. This will take more than being a good soldier. You'll need to be a diplomat, an ally, even a friend. Am I understood?
Understood, Honored Elder. All decks have reported in. First ready to depart on your command. Armistice system. Alright, so let's hail.
That was unexpected, but I suspect it will show the Alliance just how real the Herc's threat is to all of us. After today, I'd like to think that letting the Herc destroy the Gamma Quadrant is not a viable option. For most of them, anyway. In the meantime, I have received a request from Kai of Bejor. She's asked to lead a mission to the Ennis system, and I've approved it. She has also asked for your assistance. Provide it. And first, make sure she comes back safely. Consider it your highest priority. Dismissed.
Right. Okay, so let's collect the reward, and that includes like 20 control rights.
Congratulations, Honored First.
And I just reached the level cap.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission. A former Kai Opaka was trapped on a prison moon in the Gamma Quadrant in 2369. Alien nanotech in her system prevents her from leaving the moon, but it also sustains her life indefinitely while on the surface. It seems the wardens of the prison were planning on curing and granting amnesty to the prisoners until their planet was decimated by the Herc. Somehow, the Dominion managed to obtain the cure, and they've provided it to us as a peace offering. The moon hasn't been hit by the Herc, but it's only a matter of time. We need to cure Opaka and the
gotta say, like, this is actually the first time I actually did. Well, this is actually the first time I actually go into like the new Gamma Quadrant map. But, and also, like, this is actually a follow up to like an older episode of Deep Space Nine. I can't remember about it, but basically like where they went to a world, and of course Kai Opaka is trapped on there because if she leaves, she will die. Like, it's a prison moon. And actually, when you think about it, like, there was actually an old like Foundry mission titled Kai Hard, which is supposed to be like a follow up to it. I'm wondering, like, I think like a long time ago, Stowe devs did mention that they considering like maybe adapting Foundry missions to be like part of the main mission line. So it makes you wonder, like, do you think they're going to have elements to that in this next one? I like to accept. Okay, since I hit the full level cap, let's take a look. Get some rewards here, like. Before I choose which marks to go, like, salvage item and a Corefield mining plasma cutter. I guess I can equip it to one of my bridge officers. Kind of like a dinky little gun here, so here, take this. I wonder, can I actually go through the wormhole with the gap? Go like through the sector space map. So take the wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant. Battles on. Whoa, apparently the final song. final assault, like, I guess it's like a red alert, but I guess we can do, let's might as well do that.
The Herc are attacking the homeworld of the Founders. We have to stop them. Without the wisdom of the Founders, the Dominion will surely fall. Three different parts of the quadrant are under attack. In each area, skirmishes are in progress against the Herc. You can see the hotspots shown on your map of the...
Okay, the queue is in. This is like one like part of their space battle.
Bad news. The swarm is assaulting Impersa, the homeworld of the Founders. Herc are trying to land an attack. While in orbit, their mothership is protected by an impenetrable crystal. To defeat the mothership, we must punch through its defenders and destroy it with seeker bombs made of the same crystal. Do what you can to prevent planetary landings and create an opening to make bombing runs on the mothership. If Impersa falls, the Dominion falls as well.
Alright, that's... I wonder how hard... to defend the Founders. This is like something new, like I guess they seem to make this one a little harder than the regular red. Guess I can. Oh, this is the... Let's go to the Olt System and... I guess can't complain about that. Like, I guess like the someone got the lockbook version of the tier 6 Dreadnought carrier. Let's become like Armistice. Let's begin an Armistice, or as I like to call it, the Non-Foundry Kai Hard.
Good, we've arrived. I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite network. They might have fixed the design flaw we exploited here years ago to bypass their defenses.
Sound tactical advice.
Those satellites could cripple a Starfleet runabout with one shot back then. I'd rather not find out how powerful they are now, if you don't mind.
Agreed. Helm, take us to scan.
Satellite weapon and defense systems were updated to deal with modern vessels, but they still have the same flaw that Miles O'Brien took advantage of years ago.
What is the sweetness you speak of?
You should be able to distract the satellites by firing probes near their position. Distract enough of them, and you'll clear an area long enough to safely beam down an away team.
Acknowledge.
Picking up some debris clouds from Herc ships in orbit.
Wait a second, like, if they have enough technology to defend their prison planet, then why couldn't the NS defend their own planet? Maybe because maybe the Herc didn't send that patrol force to this planet, I guess, but fine.
It's possible some Herc bypassed the satellites. We should be ready.
Looks like O'Brien's trick still works. The satellites took the bait, and we have a safe transport window.
Right, bring us into transport range, help.
We're in position. I recommend we bring some pattern enhancers along. Local interference can make it tough to get a lock on, and we might have to leave in a hurry.
Agreed.
All right. The doctor and I are ready to beam down when you are. Though I can't say I'm thrilled to see that moon again.
Beam down.
Ah, the wreckage of the Yangtze Jiang. Or what's left of her, rather. Looks like the locals have scavenged everything of value from the old girl. Unlike her, they can never die thanks to the nanotech inside of them.
Until we provide the cure.
Right. The last time we were here, the prisoners were eager to be cured, if only to get the chance to kill their rivals off for good. I'm hoping that Opaka has shown them a better path in the time she's been here among them.
Let's find out. The records of it read about.
We're not alone. Herc life signs dead ahead.
Actually, the thing is, like, if you die in this planet, the nanites would actually raise you up and you can't leave. So I wonder if that applies to the Herc.
This is interesting. I just ran a medical scan on these Herc. They're not regenerating. There's no sign of the alien nanites in their bodies. Something in the Herc genetic makeup isn't compatible with the nanites. I suspect it only works on humanoids.
Then we can take that advantage. Good. Oh, I guess my prediction got it right. Like, see, actually I made like a bunch of predictions, like long before they announced the main details of Victor's life, that I suspect that the Herc is going to be like the next main bad guy, because all we know is that because there were some like clues, like, because all we know at the time, all we know is that they're going to do a Dominion themed expansion, and that's it. Then I realized that there was also talks about revamping the Harry story arc, which, well, spoiler alert, revealed that the Herc had something to do with it. So it's kind of like put two together, saying that they're setting up the Herc to be the next bad guys. Open door. Anne fallen prisoner?
I think you'll find that she'll be in good health within moments. The healing nanites are quite effective. In fact, they seem to have become more efficient than they were last time I was here.
Immortality, an unusual punishment.
You can relax. I'm fine now. Really.
You made it. Good. The Kai's been expecting you.
Man, he seems in pretty bad condition for in a world where he's infected by regenerating nanites. She has?
Yes. She's had a vision about you coming here. Come with us. We'll take you to her. Unless you'd rather stand around here until more of those things show up.
You waste time, prisoner. Go now.
The Kai's waiting for you, in the temple ahead.
I wonder, will they actually use her original? They use her original actor.
Welcome. It's been some time since we've had peaceful visitors. And Kai Kira, it's been too long. Truly, the prophets have smiled upon us today.
Indeed they have. We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life away from here. You'll be free.
And we have something to bring with us. A miracle.
Is that?
Yes, a blessing from the prophets. The Orb of Peace. Through it, we ended the war between Ennis and Noel Ennis. As you can see, our peace has been shattered by the arrival of the hostile aliens. We have tried to speak with them, to find reason, but we have failed. We don't even know their name.
Okay, they found an orb of the prophets? Wow, like...
They're called Herc, and there's no reasoning with them. They attack and devastate every world, every species they encounter. We need to get you and your people out of here as soon as possible.
I see. We must take the orb with us as well. I can't have it falling into the hands of such a warlike species. It would be like the occupation all over again.
That's not going to happen. I won't allow it, and neither will my friends. We can administer the cure to everyone in groups. With your permission, we'll start right away.
Continue.
Very well. Begin the procedure. I'm sure many of us are eager to leave this place and begin a new life together.
Understood.
Some time ago, I asked Bashir for this cure. I wanted to use the cure as a weapon and kill the enemy. I couldn't put the war with the Knoll behind me. I hated him for denying my chance for vengeance. Now, that's changed, thanks to the Kai. I found a better path. I just want to lead a simple, natural life.
You can now make the most of it.
After all this time, to live a normal life, it's like waking up from a really bad dream. I can think about having a family again, an actual family. I don't know what else to say except thank you.
You're welcome.
The cure, huh? Well, this cure had better work, friend. Or we won't be friends no more. Get me.
Your meaning is clear, inmate. Yeah, definitely not as grateful as the other two, so...
Then it's true.
saw in her dreams, those visions. The prophets sent us the orb, and now they sent you with our deliverance from this horrible place. Truly, the prophets smile upon us all.
Victory is life.
Is this for real? This cure? They talked about it a little after the Kai arrived, but I thought it was a myth. Never thought it was actually real. So, I can die now. Funny, I never thought I would. And now that I can, I'm a little scared. Is that strange?
A predictable response.
When they put me here, all I knew was war. I don't remember why it started, just that there was us and the Ennis had to die. Even when the Kai came, I didn't believe. But when they found the orb and people stopped killing, things changed for me. Guess there's something to faith after all. Anyway, thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Looks like you're down to 1 dose of the cure. Use that to inoculate the Kai Opaka, that is. I'll administer the cure to the rest here.
Acknowledged, Doctor. Not like Kai Opaka.
You have my thanks for all you have done for us today. May the blessings of the prophets be yours.
The Herc may return. Prepare to leave.
Those things are attacking! Defend yourselves!
Someone's down! Medic! Someone help him!
An injured prisoner.
I'm afraid he's dead. There's nothing we can do for him.
I see. The thought, though we will mourn for the loss of our friend Golan, we can take comfort knowing that at long last he was able to leave this place for a better one. He is finally at peace, and his pod will join the prophets in the celestial transport. He died so others could live respectably. First, a small Herc vessel was able to make it past the silent network. You're going to have company down there soon. Right, clear our transport units for us. Not an option. The Herc ships are getting through, plus our early deception put the defense grid on high alert. The probe trick isn't working on the satellite. What's the new event? We are attempting to hack the satellite command network. Once we're done so, we'll be able to close to transport range and beam you out safely. There is a lot of local interference. However, if you can get back to the initial transport site and activate your power enhancer, we'll be able to get a better lock position. Understood. Keep me updated.
The doctor and I will stay with Opaka and her people in case the Herc make another attack here. Once you've cleared the way to the transport site, we'll join up with you there.
Make sure the civilians are prepared. No, we are dead. We go into battle to claim our lives. Yeah, this looked like a lot of enemies up ahead. quite easier than expected. Just got the jump on them.
Out in one piece. Set up the pattern enhancer so we can beam out safely. There's no telling when the Herc will send reinforcements down.
Okay, I just done all this and I just realized that my mic was off. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, testing. Wait. Came back, something just came up, and of course I did, like you just saw a little bit of playthrough. I tried to talk, but I realized my mic was turned off. But basically just set up the pattern enhancers, and we're about to beam out to our ship. Yeah, like see, like sometimes like these things come up in my life, so I have to take some breaks and all. So, well, hopefully like no more interruptions will come. So beam us up. We're reading a Herc fleet inbound to our position. Until we'll deal with them, we won't be able to lower the shields and beam the rest of the colonists out. Are we still attempting to hack these satellites? Yes, we currently have partial access to their command area. Give us a little more time and we'll be able to program them to fight on our side. Make it happen. Alright, that was an epic battle. Picking up more Herc at long range. A lot more. We don't have a lot of time. We are ready to reprogram the sites, however, standing by to broadcast a signal to the command network. Make it happen.
Let's move the ship behind the satellites and lure the Herc in.
First, we receive a code message passed to the crew.
Recruit, provide an update on your progress. What happened on Olt?
We have brought death to the immortal warriors.
The Ennis and Null Ennis can finally die? I suppose in our own way, we too wish for death. It is our greatest proof of loyalty. Strange. They were immortal like the Founders, but chose to give it up. Perhaps an eternity of war made them weary of never-ending life.
Victory is life, Elder.
Of course. But perhaps life is other things as well. No matter. Your efforts on Olt will have a positive impact on the Federation. The rescue of a Bajoran spiritual leader is the kind of inspiration that warfare cannot provide.
Indeed, Honor Elder. In case we program the satellite, so...
Just in time. Here they come.
I should have popped my pro map. No map. that was... Well, that was like an epic battle.
It looks like the Herc have had enough for now. Let's get the rest of Opaka's people out of the colony while we can. The Herc might send a larger force to finish us off.
I agree. Transporter control energized.
I'm glad I was able to administer the cure to the remaining prisoners while you were clearing a path to the transport site. Everyone is safely aboard and mortal for the first time in many years. I've never seen so many people overjoyed to learn that eventually they'll die.
Indeed.
Thank you, Julian. It means a lot to me to have everyone out safely, especially Opaka. We have a lot to talk about, her and I. For now, I think we should return to Deep Space Nine before the Herc come back to settle the score.
Olt System.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
Emissary, our paths meet again.
Hello, Ben. It's good to hear from you.
Wow, that was pretty awesome.
I'm glad we were able to return Opaka to Bajor safely. She's determined to follow the will of the prophets and establish a new place of worship in the Gamma Quadrant near the wormhole. Odo assures me that the Dominion are open to discussing this. Let's see. Many of us have not forgotten the fate of the new Bajor colony and the Dominion's role in that. As for me, my time as Kai is coming to an end. Opaka is the Kai that Bajor needs now. I intend to guard the Celestial Temple from the Herc and anyone else who would destroy the home of the prophets. Best place to do that is Deep Space Nine, as part of Starfleet. I'll be Captain Kira the next time you see me. Thank you again for helping me bring Opaka home. I knew you'd want me.
You're welcome. I guess you got like these rewards, like on the makeshift pole arm. Like, they didn't give me a Jem'Hadar pole arm from the game, so I guess maybe I'll just use this until they do. Like, yeah, like definitely not the same as the Kai Hardbound mission, but still, like, I recommend you play it. It's pretty good. Get like new outfits as well, so it also appears that since we got Kai Opaka back, Kira's going to step down as Kai. I guess like maybe because like she knows that she's more of a fighter than say a religious leader.
The Founders have asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of our territory. The Herc aren't as numerous there. We should be able to gather intelligence on them while we render aid to the Dominion forces in that sector. Founder Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Starfleet vessel Defiant. Counselor Garrick will be commanding a small Cardassian fleet as well. We will meet them in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Herc presence there. Join us there as soon as possible.
No, like, I wonder, like, should I do it or maybe call it a break? A personal Karma get like Mark II in the rewards here. Yeah, there's something buggy going on. Hey, let's... I guess, like, maybe for now I'll call it. Actually, another thing, like, see, I wondered if they're ever going to get Avery Brooks back, but I guess they're not, but I guess they're able to use, like, some recording stuff before. Kind of clever. But anyhow, like, I guess I'll call it I'll call it a night then, so have a good night and see you next time.